Breaking exclusive news. There may be a bidding war on the horizon just one day after American seed giant Monsanto rejected Germany's buyer. Germany's buyer wants to buy, of course, Monsanto, and it's putting on a full court press in order to complete the deal. Guess who's got all the details, exclusive details? Charlie Gasparino, along with an exclusive guest here, Joe Fahmy, investment advisor at Zhor Capital.
I didn't want to step on Joe on that one, sorry. Or you.
What are you talking? You're already jumping in. He's so eager with the news. He's like, well, okay. First of all, Joe, thank you for being here. You've been watching this very closely, right, Charlie?
Joe has. Just let me get these headlines out there. Let the viewers, hear it, possibly trade on, and then you do what you want to do. We do know this: Bayer was supposed to have an investor meeting scheduled for tomorrow. They canceled that as these talks are heating up with Monsanto. But we understand that people inside Monsanto expect them to come back with a higher bid.
Okay.
Not guaranteed, but that's what they expect. Now, here's why. What we do know is that people inside Bayer are worried about a bidding war developing here, that BASF.
Also German.
Yes. Might jump in, might start bidding on this, and that they will have competition for Monsanto. So right now, this is a very interesting thing. I think you got to watch this day to day. Bayer is hampered because, its investors aren't too crazy about paying $122 a share, but they believe this thing is very strategic. As you notice, the stock was up today again, which is very interesting. Monsanto stock, which means investors are starting to bet that this thing is going to happen. We should say it's fluid, but that's some of the scuttlebutt I'm getting from bankers that are working on this deal. Bayer is worried about a bidding war. Bayer postponed its investor meeting, and they're worrying about BASF coming. And one other thing, we just want to update people on Herbalife. They continue to negotiate with the FTC. This deal is not done yet. No deal has been reached. People close to the investigation said the deal with the FTC, this is the settlement over the charges at Bill Ackman level, that it's a pyramid scheme, could take as long as 4 weeks. So
no wonder the stock is down.
The reports yesterday that it was imminent are obviously not true.
Joe, let's explain to viewers why this potential jump in with BASF matters for Bayer and Monsanto. If Bayer were to buy, folks, if they were to buy Monsanto, that would be the biggest takeover ever for a German company buying a U.S. company. It's a massive deal. Do you think it happens?
I think it does. I think we're actually going to see a lot more M&A before potential rate hikes go up, just because financing will be cheaper. I think we're going to continue to see large deals that continue to happen in all sectors.
Can Monsanto just say no to this?
Well, they could, of course.
I mean, but don't they have a fiduciary responsibility to, if you're the board of Monsanto, $122, say they go up to $125.
Yeah.
It's pretty
You can't
good,
reject that. They're certainly not near 122 right now.
What do you make of Herbalife? This is kind of interesting. You've noticed some interesting activity.
Yeah, I've been following unusual call option activity, and there's bullish call activity for August and November in Herbalife for the last couple weeks that have been coming in.
Explain to people exactly
bullish
what you mean by that.
There's bets that the stock will be at strikes of 75, 80, 85 by November. So the people are betting that if the decision is favorable, we could see a short squeeze in the stock. At least that will be behind it. The headwinds will be behind it.
So the people are betting a favorable decision on Herbalife.
Can we get a longer-term chart on Herbalife?
By the way, that's interesting because the stock is starting to go down on our report right now.
Correct.
But what's interesting here, I think what Joe was pointing out, the New York Post, I think, was just a little early. I think there's clearly like some sort of template on the table, but they still have to get it approved by the FTC. The FTC could say, we want, another pound of flesh, which could change the terms. There's no doubt about that until the thing is approved. But bottom line is, what I hear is that this investigation really didn't turn up that much.
And for a guy, Joe, like Bill Ackman, the billionaire at Pershing, who took a short bet on this, he may lose out. Big time. He already has, in a way, correct?
If they haven't found something over this amount of time, and Charlie's been following it much closer than I have, what are the likelihood that they're going to find something over 2 years, 3 years?
By the way, you've been talking to me about Dow 20,000. Are you like high or?
Well, we're at 17,000 right now, Charlie. Not too far.
Yeah, but it hits 18. It goes right. Explain why you think, without heroin needles in your arms, why this is.
There's a great.
Guys, we got to run, but we will. When we hit that, when we get close to it, Joe, you got to come back. Thank you.
Sure.
Joe Fahmy, Charlie Gasparino.